All right. Oh gosh, I don't want to put that on there. I've just come down to Hillside. This is like, and I just want to make a little bit of a comfort zone here rather than a messy zone, and basically show you where I am at the Christmas village. So it's Wednesday morning. I've just made my flask, just brought it down because I'm going to do a coffee and a chat before I sit down and talk to you, so the other part of my brain can think about other things while I'm talking, which it does do. I'm going to show you my Christmas village up there. And I'm only working with that size space. So I've got a few more ideas, but this is where we're at the moment. And then I'll show you what I've bought to go up there on Monday when I was out with Rebecca. And I got down got this down last week when I was down here. My tartan Wayfarer. It's got a bit of that Christmas glitter on it. But that's my tartan Wayfarer. So that will be going to the Doll and Teddy Fair with me. And I've got a tartan tartan pram frill or a Christmas pram frill. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to take on the day yet. But it is like a Christmas event, even though it is November. So I might just take that one and have some photos done. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided. And I also haven't decided who's going in it. But anyway, there it is. That's my Sylvanian families all upset over here because nothing's happening to them, because I'm trying to figure out, what's that in there? Figure out stuff for my Christmas village. What's that in there? I think that might be all things that I'm looking at for Doris. So let's move all these out the way. So this is Doris. Doris came from Tracy over here. Gosh, there's Nurse James keeping an eye on her. So this is Doris. Tracy and Carl found her wandering, dizzy, and she doesn't know who she is, what she's doing. We've worked out she is actually called Doris. That's the only thing she knew, is that she is Doris. She has no family, so she's come to live in Sylvanian land. Nurse James has been keeping an eye on her, and all I'm going to do is make this look like her house. So she's not going to have a full-blown house because I just don't have the room, but she's going to have like this corner bit here, and I'm going to make that into like her lounge area, because I just don't have the room, guys. Look, I just didn't have the room. Right, just don't have the room for her to have her own house like that, because there are going to be more and more. Or actually, I wonder if I could get that one, get another one of these, and then fit another house on top. I wonder if I could do a layer. See, layered one like that. No, I don't want a nursing home. I've also got I've got the nursery set that Libby's gave me as well. So for that, I want to make a little nursery. So no, Doris is just going to have a little room. That's just going to have to be how it is. That's the illusion we're going to create there. And then I think in this bag here are all little extra bits that I found, my little tiny bits that I found out and about in places that I can spread out, get the wallpaper up. I mean, because she's got dementia, she's going to have some visual aids. So I need to put all of these up. This is her bed. So that was new. I got her the little stove top, but she's got to be careful with that. But she does like cooking, so she's got to be monitored. So this is her friend. She's coming in. She's just going to come in and keep an eye. So these are all like little bits. So it's all in my mind. I'm thinking of it. And then the little family that came over from New Zealand. They are here, look, enjoying their holiday away from Nosy Parkers. You see? So don't worry, they're here. That gets me drink. I overfilled my flask, so I couldn't put the lid on. So I better get to it in a minute before it goes cold. This one is going in the house. It's too big really now to fit on that space up there, because I need to make a few things up there higher So this is coming over here to go back up the house. And then, oh, Rebecca seems to think I have one in a pushchair, which I probably do. So this is what I bought on Monday when I was with Rebecca. These little flowers, little poinsettias. But I think I'll be able to dot them around as well, around my Sylvanian land, if I don't dot them all around. But she says she thinks I've got a little family. I don't know. I might have. So I wanted a background. Here's a background. But now I think I'm going to need 2 backgrounds. So I picked this up. See? So I tried to make it higher because the perspective of that building there is that it's a bit further away. And then these are closer to all of the action. But I think I'm going to buy myself a new train as well. You can get a train. It literally just goes across the front. So I think I'm just going to go and get a new train. I haven't bought much new for it at all. And I feel like when I get the new train, it'll fit on better. So at the moment, it's got this, it's just on boxes. And then it's got this pretend like sparkly stuff in it, and I wanted some I want something that looked really like snow. So when I was at the garden centre, I got this. I won't use it today because I won't put it on till near the end, because you fix it with water. Can be fixed with a fine water mist. So I can use this. It looks so much better. It'd probably take me a little while to practice it, but I've got so much. It'd be good to get some more of it back up a bit higher. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. So I love that little shop set. I mean, this is what I've set up over like a few days down here, a couple of days down here. So I do want to get some more down here. Like that's the pet one, and it takes up so much room. Pet lodge. So I might put that up Hillside, up the bungalow, because Jack would like that. So I've got quite a few little things, little doggy things that go with it. But so that's the start of that, you see. And then in here, I need to spread this out. In here, I've got loads of little ones. Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? That's one in a box in there. Oh. See, I do have sorts. And Rebecca might be right. I may have somewhere. At the moment, I don't have enough room to put like all of these up. So I am thinking that I might put the dog hotel one up the bungalow, because then it's just one box and a few little things. He fell over in the snow. Oopsie. And I got 2 of these. because I've got one up. I've got the dolly shop. I had bought that one from France because you couldn't get it over here. Le Max is French, so I bought it from France, and that's in the nursery. But I've got choir singers, got all sorts of little bits as well, which is, you know, me and my little bits. This is the other Christmas light display, so this will be good for Minnie. This one here for Minnie to like sit in. So this is what I made like last year, I think. Just a little Christmas display. The tree should light up, but I'm not sure I got it to work. So anyway, there we go. That's what I'm kind of working on. There's no babies down here with me at the moment. And I got my steps. Oh yeah, I did buy something else. Oh yeah. Oh, I had Hansel and Gretel shop, sweet shop, because I love these. Like, these are like the little like German shops. So I do already have a couple up there. Candles. Christmas World. Do I only have 2? Oh yeah, because that's hot chocolate booth, and then I think there's one over here because that one's nearer to the skating area. So there's a summary in there. So I got that one. I like that one. So I don't know, maybe I don't really know what I'm going to do, guys. So I do spend too much time, far too much of my time, always thinking about what I'm going to do. There's my little lady that I bought at Peterborough. I put her in this dome that I found in a charity shop. So I'm going to try and see what I can do with her. And then basically in here is stuff where I brought Minnie up for my Halloween display by my front door. Minnie's in here somewhere, surely. Yeah, there she is. Look. So I need to pack all of that away. So I had this up by the front door and I didn't take these out at all. They are staying in the box. But people did like them. And the monsters, look, they're staying in the box. Just because they're too cute to take out. This one is quite heavy because it's got a base on that swing. And then I have the little monkeys. They're staying in the box. See, these are the little cuties that are staying in the box. I'm awful for keeping stuff in boxes rather than getting it out and playing. God damn you, Caroline. But, you know, it's all fun and games. Oh, yeah, let's put these bits over here. Let's put these bits over here. In there for now. And I've got to put Minnie back up there. That's where Minnie sits in her little shelving area. That's a Cindy seat. See, I made that for those My Mini Baby, the surprise box. So I had a pram and a cot. So I put them in that box. And then I had this set, which I haven't even put anywhere, that I haven't made into anything. They're just there, which is fine. They can stay there. We've got Mr. Pig there with a baby in another kitchen I made at some point, another miniature. So, and obviously here's Patty. Patty is my mother-in-law's doll. She is pre-1945. And she is the doll that Russ and I restored as best we could, as not professional restorers, but we restored her as best we could. So this is where, right at the back of the bungalow, right at the back of Hillside, that is a big long Kallax unit. So like you can have that Kallax unit going standing up or lying down. And then what I'm going to do is get Russ to help me put some strip lights across there so I can light it up all the time. And then once it's set up, I can add like some little tiny lights to it all. Well, we're just going to work on it and see how far we get. There we go. And see, so I have that little pram set of 3 for the Husky. So I want something for the miniatures as well. That like Libby gave me the miniature, yeah, high chair, no, sleeping beds, the miniature beds, yes. Now, so I turned you around. Excuse the state of me, but I had a shower this morning and I just didn't have the energy to blow dry my hair. So when I did the video of Samuel and Sarah, that's why you didn't see me, because my hair was all wet and floating everywhere. And I really wanted to come down at Hillside and just do a coffee and a chat, because I know people have asked me if I'll do one, if I've thought of doing one lately, and I'm like, yeah, I have, but I just have not got around to it. You're right. So let's just clear a bit of space here. Oh, and we can talk. Anyway, how are you all? How are you all doing? So what's that? Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's got to go back over here in the cupboard. So in my cupboard there is all like stuff. It's stuff. See, it's mostly doll. It's mostly miniature related, plus card making things, but it's mostly miniature related. And then this one has pram stuff in it, like cozy toe sheets, the things for the Sunshades. Has all sorts in there. I've got all sorts of colours and sizes of foot muffs. And so, yeah, we'll deal with that another day, won't we? Hey, we'll worry about that. Maybe worry about that next year. Maybe we'll worry about that next year, she says. Right. You're high up at the moment, but you won't be when I bring my table over. Come here, Mr. Donkey. There we go. Right, I'll put you down here now and pour myself out a drink. So have you got a drink on you? Oh, still can't see you. Let me just go back on my stand like that. There we go. Oh, I don't know if it's going to stay there. Where's my other stand? Hang on, guys. We will get there. You see it's a bit rainy and a bit cold. Cold out there today. There we go. It fell in my hand. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a bit rainy and a bit cold out there. Although it usually is quite warm down in Hillside. Let's turn that off. My light is so bright. It is usually quite warm down here. I might actually have to take you down a bit. Take my slippers off while I sit in the chair and put my feet up. Oh. Move that because I know I'll knock that off any second. So look at this. When I was doing, so I've always been just a nutter about miniatures. Look at all of this. This is 1/12 clothing. Lots of it I made or modified. So that's not a good example. Let's find. So this is like something that I purchased. I was going to have a look and see if any of this would fit Minnie. But these are from, I think they're from a Bratz doll. You're not going to see me very well that way because of the light. I'll move around in a minute. I made these smaller and added some like little sticky things. Cut them off, take them in. So I used to do this a lot for my little doll's house dolls. So that they had changes of clothes. I mean, she's been in there ever since we moved out, ever since I got that unit, and she has not had a change of clothes, Rosie, have you? But this was a big box full of it. And I don't know what to do with it, really, because I don't need it. So I don't know if I can't be asked to put stuff on eBay. I just take it to, so like her. So she has an outfit on that I made. This top, not this. This comes from something. Trousers, you can see that I made the trousers. But like this skirt. This skirt comes from some such doll. And I just make it smaller, made it smaller to fit my 1/12 dolls. But there is something in here I saw just then that was still in a package. There's still a doll in there wrapped up. I don't know. Look, little kids. I just have so much stuff, and I've gradually got, got rid of it gradually. Here's like a long piece of the Velcro. There's a pair of gloves there. Long piece of Velcro where I used to use it for the outfits. But I did see something on the bottom in a bag. It looked like it was still in a bag new. Yes. Here. This. Here, I think I got this. Probably got this at the Doll and Teddy Fair. Going in and out colouring, aren't I here? I know. I think I probably got this at Doll and Teddy Fair. And what I found for the 1/12 is the Pippa. You remember the old Pippa doll? I've got her in the house. Paul and Pippa, I've got them up in the bungalow. They were my sister-in-laws. And clothes that from that era and from Cindy and those sort of dolls from that era fit the 1/12 dolls. And so I was getting those as well. But I'm going to move around because that sunshine is right. My feet are cold. God. I tell you, there's no winning with parts of my body today. I'm going to take you off of there as well because I feel like you're going to be too high. I'll get that cup there and stand you there. There. You'll have to go over here, table. So I need to, oh gosh, I don't want to be sitting against that, do I? Lovely ruffly pram frill. Look at that beauty. Bit too white now for this time of year. Let's hang it over there for a bit. Yeah, bit too. Oh, I'm a bit chilly actually. Oh, there's a cardigan there. Ooh, well done, Mrs. This is just ridiculous, you know. Just cannot regulate my temperature any sense either. There we go. Oh my God, now I'm going to have to push it back. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, that's much better for us. Sorry about that. I forget that it goes in and out sometimes, especially down here where there's lights everywhere. Light coming from there and there. But I've got a new blind up there. Don't know if you can see that blind there. So that my stuff doesn't get sun damage, because the sun blazes in there. And I'm so worried about my stuff getting sun damage. I just, up in the bungalow, I'm supposed to be keeping you on charge, otherwise I lose my battery. Up in the bungalow, I opened the blinds in the nursery, which I don't always like doing. And so Annie was sat in bed with me this morning, so she's got her hair covered up with a towel at the moment. Oh my God. There we go. So she's got a towel on her head because I want the light in. So, you know, sometimes I want to have the light in the air in. And so needs must. And then when you see the video of me changing Samuel and Sarah this morning, you'll see that I say about the same thing with Sarah's, because they're pushed right up against the blind in the bedroom. And I just worry so much about them getting sun damage. So anyway, cheers everybody. I feel a bit shaky and a bit this morning. I don't know if it's because when I had a shower, I just came out of the shower and just felt straight away. Anyway, we're doing things. So I've done stuff in the bungalow, you know, normal, boring housewife's life stuff, like empty the dishwasher, refill the dishwasher, make sure I eat something decent today. And I have. I had a cooked breakfast, well, brunch. Hoovered, mopped, you know, did all those sort of things. Then showered, then felt completely and then sat down for a little minute and thought, no, I'm going to get up because I want to, for Libby, video these reborns. Well, I keep saying I want to change them, which is what I want to do, but I wanted to get photos for Libby, who is doing me a new Samuel. So, and I push myself to do that. And I need to do that sometimes, because I could quite easily then just stay on the sofa then for the rest of the day and then feel like, and then tomorrow I've got a day out. So it'd be easy for me today to say, I'm just going to sit on the sofa. I'm just going to chill now, not do anything else. But tomorrow is Thursday, and tomorrow I've got a few things I've got to do in the morning, and I'm hoping to film one of them, because I'm going to We Sell For You, where the pink and blue boxes are. I haven't been there for so long. I don't even know how much money I've got on account there. So I'm going to go there tomorrow, because I got a bag to go that's been waiting to go there for about a month. And then I'm going to post the prizes for the winners of the giveaway, because I've heard back from all of them now, and so I can get all of those posted out. And I needed to get something particular for a dietary requirement for one person. So I had to wait until I did that. Then I wanted to get, there's somebody in America that's won. So then I wanted to get something a bit English. So then I waited for that to do that. So I go to the post office tomorrow. So I don't have a post office like near, basically I've got to get in the car to go to post office, like so many of us in England now. And so it needs to be fitted in around other things that I do. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Then I've got meeting some ladies for lunch. And then I'm picking up Jack from nursery. I'll pick up my medication, then picking Jack up from nursery. And then we have Jack. And then we have Jack till Friday lunchtime-ish. And he'll go home. And then we've got him from Saturday lunchtime-ish to Sunday lunchtime-ish. So I will probably be quite tired. And so I need to do something for me, and changing my baby is something I love doing, and I can do it in the bedroom on the bed. So I quite often will change the bigger ones. You won't see them being changed on camera, but you'll see, if you watch me on Instagram, you'll see them on Instagram in different outfits, different positions, doing different things that I haven't videoed. And before I had Jack, I would have videoed all of that. I would have videoed taking him out and everything more, but now I just don't have the time or the energy to do separate like outings and things as well. So like on Monday, I met Rebecca at the garden centre. Well, I just didn't want to take a reborn with me, and I was with Rebecca, and I don't want to film and everything anyway. I just wanted to meet her. It's not very often mum and daughter get to meet without Jack, so it was a nice few hours. And we do like things with Jack on a weekend. So then I need to then rest and catch up with myself. But there has been positive. There has been, I don't know if this is a positive or this is just a me finally, after I was diagnosed with fibro in 1999, 2000. Diagnosed with chronic fatigue by my doctor in about 97, 98. And then got to see a rheumatologist, and he said it's fibro with chronic fatigue. And it's taken me this long to actually accept that I have a disability. It's got me quite emotional, actually, because regardless of having a disability, I've had to, throughout my entire life, just get on with it. If you've been here for a long time, you know my story. So I just had to get on with it. I just go to school every day with bruises and broken ribs and everything, and not tell anybody what was going on. So you get used to hiding that, being abused and not letting anybody know what's been going on. You get used to hiding things or thinking, this is just me. This is just how I am. And I can be as sympathetic to the person standing next to me or talking to, or you, and yet don't hear that all the time myself. But I have certainly noticed over the last couple of years how much I've deteriorated in my abilities, capabilities, and listening to my body more and more, and just accepting that Russ, my husband, is really, really good. Okay, so he's really a real good chap, but he doesn't live in my shoes, and he does sometimes think that, you just need a good night's sleep, or you just need a leg exerciser to help you get strength back in your legs, or just go out for a walk in the fresh air. All of those things sound wonderful, don't they? They just sound wonderful, and I wish I could do all of those things all of those times. But even like going for a walk these days is hard. Going for, particularly uphill, is hard. So I'm making the decision more and more of choosing what I can do over what I should do. And that's taken quite a lot for me to me to do. And I don't, and I feel like sometimes I'm projecting onto Russ that he doesn't understand, because he's very thoughtful, and he'll say, like, if we go here, it's on the flat, you don't have to walk very far. So that is great. And so maybe I am projecting my disappointment in myself and what I can't achieve for me onto him as well sometimes. So I understand that. But nobody knows how it is until you're in it. So shall I read them back to you? So I just went on the website and applied for the card. I can't remember how much it was, £9, I think, something like that. The card, the lanyard, and you get a little pin badge. And it says, I have persistent widespread pain and fatigue, so may need to rest. I can become confused and have trouble communicating with you. Please be patient and do not touch me, as it may cause me pain. And I had a little cry when this came, because I always like people, like I hug people. I'm a hugger, and I'm making like a really conscious effort to ask people. I've made, you know, over the last, like, I don't know, 10 years or so, I've asked people now before. I'm like, can I give you a hug? Because it hurts. And people like go, hey, you. People do that to me, like, you know, whenever they meet me, hey, you. And I'm like, oh, and they're like, what? You okay? You okay? And I'm just like, oh my God, that hurts so much. And they don't understand, because to them, they just went, hiya. And I'm like, oh. And so they don't understand. And fatigue. Now, the fatigue, you know, if you've been here for so long, you know that I hate. That is the worst part for me. And I feel like it's because I could block a lot of the pain from being a kid. When I was a kid and I was getting the beatings and that, and it was daily. And people, our neighbours knew, people in the village knew what was going on. Back in those days, nobody said anything. You know, this was the 70s. It just like, nobody, what happens behind closed doors happens behind closed doors. And don't worry, you come in here, Caroline. You know, I was below 11. We moved when I was 11. I can get my time scales right with those sort of things. I do miss big chunks of my time, like when my dad left. That was real traumatic, and I've lost a whole year of my life back then. It was the police that helped me like piece together times and things. But there are certain things I can remember. So this is when we lived in a certain area. And then when I went to secondary school, we moved to another area. And they used to say, come in ours, and she'll calm down in a minute, and then you can go back. And she would come in, she'd go, I'm really, really sorry, but you made me do it because you're not mine, and I hate you, and I don't want to be stuck with you, but we're stuck with each other. So, you know, if you just be quiet, don't irritate me, we'll be fine. You know, things along those lines all the time. And so, and then next morning you go to school. So, you learn to keep that in. You learn to be quiet. You learn just to hardly speak to anybody. You know, you learn all of that. And so when people, so I can always hide the pain is what I'm trying to say, not the fatigue, because the fatigue knocks me for 6. Yesterday was Tuesday, and I don't have appointments anymore. Yesterday was Tuesday, and I slept. I woke up at 10:30 in the morning because Millie was crying. She wanted to go out for a wee, so letting me know she wanted that. So that was great. Good girl. And then I fell back to sleep and woke up at 12:30. Ow, I just hurt myself when I did that. And I woke up again at 12:30. I can't stop myself from falling asleep. Now, it could be a sleep apnea. Yeah, okay, because I've got sleep apnea at the moment, haven't I? Well, you know, I'll talk about that in a minute. And so it could be that. But it's been all my life, you know. Russ has never known anybody, he says, who could sleep as much as me. His mum has never met anybody who could sleep as much as me. I'm sure she initially thought that I was just trying to get out of things, not being sociable and stuff like that. But genuinely, if I'm asleep and I'm asleep and that's it, you can't wake me up. Well, you can wake me up, but I won't stay awake very long. I'll just go straight back to sleep. My girls know, because they've always grown up with mum like that. So, but the pain has always been easier to hide. But just lately, the pain is not. People touch me and it hurts. I think I've been saying for the last maybe 2 years that I felt like I have gotten worse in my disability. It just seems crazy for me to say that. That I feel like, and I've been saying on here how I have been feeling, and things knocked me for 6 completely. I don't think it helped. The first lot of COVID I had, it was fine, but the second lot of COVID, I don't think that helped. Last year before Christmas, I was so poorly, and I just think that was COVID related. And then recently when Jack was in hospital, that was terrifying. So things like that also don't help us, do they? And they also don't help somebody with complex PTSD, which is something I've got from all the childhood trauma. So there's a lot going on. Just pouring myself a bit more coffee and over pouring it too fast out my lovely flask. I've still got my flask. Despite Russ trying to pinch it, I won't let him have this flask. He had to buy his own. I need a cloth. Where's my cloth? There. He had to buy his own. He's not having my flask. This is a Thermos 70s revival. It's not a 70s one. It's just their like revival one. I think they're doing Disney collaboration at the moment. So you can get ones that look like this in the different plaid colours from the 70s, but they're Disney. But I made him buy his own. Because, guys, he's just a big klutz. He breaks stuff. We were out somewhere on the weekend and he had my purse. And my purse, so for people in other countries, a purse over here is not a handbag. Is not a handbag. So your purse, what you call a purse over there, we call a handbag over here. And in your handbag is your purse, or maybe you call it a wallet. Well, that's men's. Men have wallets. Ladies have purses. So I've got one, and it's like a wallet with a zip around bit where you put your cards in, and then attached to it is the purse, the bit that you put your coins in. But they are stitched together. Sometimes you can get them and they pull apart, but mine is stitched together. And Ross was trying to pull it apart, and I'm like, can you just stop that? Can you just pack it in? So he is a bit of a klutz, so he's not allowed, you know, he's not allowed to touch a lot of people's stuff because he always breaks things. I don't know where I was going with that. I was just pouring. Oh, I was just saying that I was pouring another drink, and you could probably hear that because I was pouring it right next to the thing. So anyway, this is the step 1. Step 2 is, my daughters have been on to me for this since last year, is to get a mobility parking thingamajigamy. Is to get a parking thing that you can put in your car so you can park closer. But I'd only use it on the... Stop it. Stop touching myself. Stop it, hand. I'll only use it on the days when I feel like I need to use it. You know, there are far more people worse than me. So I want to get one of those next. And yeah, and there is a big talk of scooters, but it's trying to find a scooter that's going to work for me. Trying to find a scooter that's going to work is just really difficult because I still want to be independent. So we will see. But anyway, so in answer to your question, Sherry, yes, we do have tickets that if you've got a disability, you can park closer. You have to apply for them. And I've never bothered, but I know that I should. I know that I should. Russ always tries to park close to the entrance for me. It used to be like, don't park close to the entrance, like to give you a walk. But now it's just like, no, I'm not. Do you know what, guys? Let me tell you, I am not struggling anymore. There we go. Let's just say that. That's it. I'm not struggling anymore. So, got that. That's one thing I want to talk about and update you on. Just in case anybody else out there is thinking, oh, I shouldn't get one. I shouldn't get one. Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you get one? Hey, they do it for all sorts. So why shouldn't you get one? It's the actual registered disability in this country. Fibro. Chronic fatigue is not. Why shouldn't you get one? If only I'd listened to myself better when I was younger. I don't know. It's just it's not even the keep calm and carry on. You know, that was a generation before. I mean, it's not even that generation. I'm not even from that. I'm more like, it doesn't matter if I have that or not, you know, it doesn't matter if I've got fibro or not, I still got to get on with it. So what? But actually, now it's about finding things that are making things easier for me to manage. Yeah. So I'm still looking at kettle. I like the kettle because I find the kettle's quite heavy. Does anybody have one of those like hot water things you just press a button and you get the hot water out? You know, like the coffee machine. I like having my coffee in a coffee machine because you just put the pod in, you press the button. Now, you know, the pods are controversial. So I was just wondering if there's like something I could get this like a kettle like that you just push a button, you put your cup underneath, you press the button and you just get your hot water like that. Because a kettle for me is so heavy. Like, I was dropping stuff left, right and centre last night. Like, Russ was like, what are you doing in the kitchen? I was getting tea served up. He was doing his lunchbox. And I was just dropping everything. It was ridiculous. So that is that's worse as well, dropping things. But now Jack's older, I'm not so concerned about that. But yeah. So the kettle. And then I've just adapted anyway. My kitchen, my stuff I've adapted. I don't, you know, if I'm gonna try and work out what we're gonna eat most of the week and prep all the veg in one go on a Monday or something, or prep the veg on a Sunday for the next few days, or when I go shopping, I only shop for a few days. I don't do any like weekly shopping or anything like that. You know, I went to Cribs recently to do the Christmas shopping. Literally just went to Smith's Toys and Asda. That's it. You know, not very long ago, I'd be walking all around there and having a look at everything, then going to Smith's Toys and then doing my shopping. I just can't do that anymore. I just cannot do that. I mean, I probably shouldn't have even done the shopping, but it just seemed a waste to go that far to get the things and then not to go grocery shopping. When Russ had Jack, I could do the grocery shopping and bring it back. It just seemed, but I probably shouldn't have done that really, because like walking around it was such a massive store and I was more like, But what I do mostly is shopping just for a few days. And, you know, it just do things that are easy. We don't do takeout a lot. It's what, you know, we don't. And because we both would prefer to eat fresh. So, yeah. So I mostly shop for a few days at a time. And now I'm not going to my Tuesday appointments because I'm just really struggling now as well to get going in the mornings. I could do it like, you know, when I need to, like once a month or something like that. So if I need to get up early to go somewhere, I can do that. But I've noticed now that things that are irregular, I really struggle with. And so I just can't do it and I just don't want to do it. And why am I doing it? You know, I asked myself all those questions. And then last week I was just like, do you know what? I'm so tired. I'm just gonna, I had another decision anyway from my counselor. So she kind of like forced that decision for me, which was great. So, and then, you know, with this sleep apnea thing going on, I just can't get up in the mornings. I'm just tired. I am just tired. And so I made that decision, and counselling is now going to be on Zoom. And maybe we'll meet again at some other point, but not at the moment. Everything is really expensive as well, like to rent and hire rooms out, because like all the facilities of prices of cost of, you know, utilities have gone up as well. So it's meant cost of her hiring rooms and things have gone up. So it's just made the decision for me, and I feel better about that. Yes, it was a routine. I will miss the people that were at the slimming club, because, you know, it was like just a good laugh for me. It was a real good laugh. So watch this. Wait. I could do it online if I wanted, but you know what? I just don't. I just don't at the moment. I just want to just focus just on feel what I need. I just want to listen to my body and feel what it needs. I kind of did that when I turned 50. I was just like, no, you know, there was a lot of things in my life that I changed then. And I'm kind of feeling like that now. I'm 57 in January. And I'm kind of thinking, no, Caroline, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. No, just can't. I just can't do these things. And so I'm not doing these things. And I don't, you know, and I know I don't owe anybody an explanation. So no. I think as well for me, my dad died when he was 61 and I'm coming up to 57, and I just think, wow, 4 years. 4 years. Imagine if someone tells me I've got cancer tomorrow and I've only got less than 5 years to live. None of the shit that I worry about matters. What matters to me now, what matters to me, this is how I feel at the moment, is my friends and my family. There are people that obviously want to meet up with me, and I'm sorry, I just don't have the time, because I have Jack. We have Jack like 2 to 3 times a week. And that just takes everything out of me. It leaves me just a few days a week with some sort of energy. And it won't be forever. Jack will go to school in, you know, it's only two more years and Jack will be at school. Next year at nursery, he'll start nursery 3 days a week. So it you know, things are just going to get different and easier. And so I just want to spend more time with people. I want to spend more time with Sam and Ben. I want to spend more time with my friend Hannah. I want to go to, you know, have the energy to go to the doll shows. So there are other people that I want to spend time with, and I want to meet, and I want to see, and I want to be able to do things. And so I'm going to be unapologetically, you know, spending time on things that are important to me. Does that make sense? That's kind of how I feel at the moment. And accepting in what, 30 odd years, accepting a diagnosis. Is it 30 years? 2000? Well, my youngest daughter's 30, so maybe 28 years. Because when with my youngest daughter, I had postnatal depression. And so, and then I had a nervous breakdown, and then I was really poorly. And I had another nervous breakdown when my dad died. And so, you know, not surprising, is it really? So I am accepting those things. How about you? I just wish that we had like a big conference call and we could all talk and share. Which is kind of what Mondays is like with my paid channel membership. That's kind of what our Mondays are like. They're kind of a laugh. I mean, this week, right, because when you go on I don't know if you've seen it on anybody else's live, but on the lives now, you can have tiers of people who interact, and they have little crowns next to their names. And Sherry chats as well. I should imagine if me and Sherry got in a room together, it'd be really hard for anybody else to get a word in edgeways. Because it's hard enough for me as it is when I get excited when I'm seeing my friends and people in the community that I like. It's so yeah. So Sherry quite often has the little crown, and she's like, I feel bad having the little crown because I feel like I'm monopolizing the conversation. We all take the mickey out of her. And so Dee wanted the crown this week. And so the way to get the crown is to do little messages, and often. So you gradually learn, like Mo has yet to catch up, haven't you, Mo? You've got to talk and type. So you gradually get it. If you weren't brought up with computers and all of this modern stuff, it is difficult. And Sheena sent me a message, said, I think I've subscribed. How do I get on your live? And I'm like, are you even a member? Oh my God. I didn't even know Sheena was a member, because it doesn't inform me if anybody joins. It doesn't say you've got a new member. The only way I find out about that is if I go and log in to YouTube Creator, and I think it's called that, and look and see how many members I've got, who's at what level. It doesn't even, I don't know. So I was back and forth to Sheena, just screenshotting. So she was a member, and then I was like, just wait till 7:15 and I'll go live, and you'll be able to see then that I'm live. Just click on the live tab. It's so funny. It's just so funny because Sheena's like, I'm useless at this. And it's just like, we're all useless at it, all of us ones that didn't grow up with this. I mean, I'm sure the kids today are more advanced at even using YouTube Live. I bet they use something else these days. I don't expect they use YouTube Live to have a chat. So God knows. But anyway, that is basically what our chats were all about. So this week on our live, they were like, Tracy said very helpfully, you have to write little and often. And then that's the more engagement you are, the higher you go up in the level, and the crown, you get the crown. I don't set it. It's all done by YouTube. I don't set it. I think it's YouTube's way of getting engagement, isn't it? And so they were all typing little sentences, and it was like, I have to read them. So I'm this side reading all these little sentences, and it's like, come on, Caroline, catch up. It's going to be Christmas by the time you catch up with us, because not only do I read that, I then answer, and then I add on my spiel of 10 sentences, because I too can talk for England. If we all got in a room together, it'd be so loud and hilarious, wouldn't it? So funny. Oh my goodness. I love it. I really do. I've met so many wonderful people, and I've just seen I haven't opened these. I've met so many wonderful people in this community. And so I've been in the community for 11 years, and the only hint of what would I say? Not scandal, not irritation, bitchiness, I'll say that, was right at the start with a person that then became known to be a bitch. I put just a random comment to what somebody had said, to a video I was watching. So this is the Sylvanians, new Sylvanian collectibles. You don't know what you get until you open it. What one are we going to get, guys? There's a surprise one. And then there's these. So they all looks like they're doing work. What are they? Baby builders. So this makes even more sense for me to make a nursery. Did you hear me talking in the Smith's Toys? I was looking at Sylvanian families, but at the nursery. And the nursery to me is real childish colours, a bit like how Sylvanians obviously is targeted at children. And so I don't want to buy a really nice new nursery from Sylvanian Families and then slap a load of paint on it. I'd rather buy an older building and make a nursery out of it that way. So that is what I'm now thinking. But if I'm thinking more as I'm looking up there as well. See, this is how my mind works. So as I'm talking to you, I'm looking up there every now and again, thinking about Doris. So another part of my brain, you know, I got multiple personality disorder as well. So another part of my brain is thinking all about Doris and how, when I said, oh, we could have a, you know, a multi-story thing like that, like Daisy's home in the shop, and we could make Doris like upstairs and a nursery on the bottom. So now my brain is like thinking like that, and I'm like, oh, now can you just shut up for 2 minutes? And my other brain's like, another one of mine is like looking up there at my railway, at my Christmas village, and thinking, yeah, well, you could put another layer up there, and you could stand a few more up there, and then it'll be blah blah blah. And I'm like, can you just stop it? Just stop it. Another part of me is Caroline's trying to do a coffee and a chat here. Can you just let her just concentrate on her coffee and a chat, please? This is why I also get tired, because my brain just does not shut up. And it's not ADHD, it's not autism, it's not anything like that, apart from different personalities. Okay, so everybody has to have their say in my brain. So when I was opening this, it's the Baby Builder series, then go straight to Libby's. Here it is, it's bunk beds. Libby's bunk beds that she gave me. Like, and it's got a little slide on it. And it's like, oh my God, we got more babies. Oh no, we're going to have to make something for all the babies. We're going to have a nursery. Nurse James, you could run the nursery. Look after Doris on the top. Nurse James could. Actually, if I got another level like that, I could have the nursery on the bottom. Nurse James's, like, being the nurse station in the middle. And then, not a hospital, but like just a nurse's station. I mean, she could do the dentist and all that, couldn't she? Oh my gosh, shut up, Caroline. And then Doris could live at the little bit at the top. Oh no! Oh, I think we've made a decision. Oh God, my brain. Can you guys, please? Sometimes this is why I just need to just lie down and play my Switch or read a book. Well, I don't read so well now because I get too tired. And I can't keep stuff in my brain. So when I go to read it, I've forgotten it, if that makes sense. That's really depressing because I was such a good reader. Like, my girl's such a good reader. I've read everything. Well, I got a master's degree. I must have read a lot. So, yeah. Can you guys just be quiet for a second, please? And I know to some people it sounds really crazy, and I'm really sorry. And if you need to unfollow me because I sound crazy, do. Because somebody was told to stay away from me because I sound crazy. So, and they told me that. And you told somebody with a brain injury to stay away from me. That's not nice at all. Anyway, let's see who we have. Close your eyes, everybody. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Because it's not in a sealed packet inside. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I've got a funny fly in the window. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. What one did we get? Look. I won't tell you what it looks like on the back of his pants. It's a bit, oh my God, that is so cute. It is, which one is that? Oh, that is why he's got that on his bum. It's this one, look, and he's sat in wet paint. You know what? I thought it was because it, you know, I won't tell you what I thought, but I'm sure a lot of you could think the same. Period pants. Let's have a look at this. And so basically there's a wet paint. That is so cute. Excuse me. That is so cute. Oh, look, it's a little bench with the imprint of a peachy bum. The husky, a little husky with a paint bum and a little sign that says, well, it doesn't say it, but it means wet paint. So that is number one. We've got another one to open. Look at him there. Right, where's the other one? There's the other one. And then I picked these up as well when I went up to get the Christmas shopping. I got these. These are Make It Mini Holiday mini verse. And I would love to get the Grinch cups, but it's quite heavy, so I don't think it's going to be Grinch cups. And I didn't have a cheat sheet. This one feels lighter. Ultra rare. Oh, the Grinch cups are ultra rare. But these are mini verse Make It Holiday. So I'm going to open that as well. And all on my top here are all different things for like Christmas decorations and things. What's that? Christmas nail art. Oh, they make really good little stickers. Nail art makes really good little stickers if you're doing miniature things. Little sets of pretend lights. Oh, bell earrings. Which are really good for decoration. So this is $1.49 for these two earrings, this pair of earrings. I won't wear them. There's no way I could wear this the cheap stuff, unfortunately, because it just messes up my ears, and I hardly ever wear earrings anyway. But it's bells, and so they would make really, really good decorations, Christmas decorations. Put them on my table because that goes somewhere. They're like stickers. And what else did I get? Oh, I got this. This is like glittery, like tinsel. So make it like tinsel. What else did we get? I mean, a lot of this I've had for a long, long time. Little wreaths. Because obviously Sylvanian's got to even do up the campground here, because these campground people live here all the time. What's that? That's that and that and that. What's that? Oh, that's glue. That's nothing. Ah, yeah. And these little decks. Look at that. Can you remember having these concertina decorations, the honeycomb ones? I don't know where I got those. Maybe I got those at Hobbycraft. But anyway, so I got a lot of stuff to put up for Crimbo. Get around to decorate. So I was thinking of doing her sat on a little chair in here. It needs some sort of background to the back. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, because I also want to try out the baby food trick. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. I was thinking maybe to glue it just in the back, like half in the back. Put some glue like Mod Podge, and then glitter. So the back of it, just half of the back has just got glitter. So if I Mod Podge it, sprinkle a load of glitter in. And then I want to maybe I feel like I want to sit her on a seat. So she's going to be sat on a seat with a Christmas tree maybe, or something hanging down, or something like that. And then she's in her little bubble. Could make it a snow globe, but I don't want anything to get on her really. But then she won't get covered in dust and things. She'll be nice and safe. She's so cute. I love her so much. Molly is her name. Isn't she beautiful? Got her from Rainbow Moon at the doll show. She's adorable. Handmade. Handmade, but it says Samantha Potter of Myrtle Miniatures. So Samantha Potter, but Samantha Potter makes her reborns, and she's a reborn artist, not a sculptor, and she paints them. She's called Rainbow Moon. I also bought from her the outfit that Minnie is wearing. Right, now we got the other one. So what's in the other one? Oh, we're going to get the same. Don't just hate it when we get the same. When you get the same, don't just hate it. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. It's still a lovely fly, that one. Do I have the same one, guys? Do I have the same one? Do I have the same one? Do I? Do I have the same one? Do I? No! Oh, he looks like he's covered in paint. So this is a little giraffe. We have a giraffe family. We have a husky family. Where is he? Let's see, what's he doing? He's got a paint pot. Yes, he's painting. That's so good to get to. When I went to Kerry's once, when I went to Kerry's in Ireland, me and Kerry bought loads of them to try and get the whole set each. We probably spent so much more money, and you can buy them on Vinted so much cheaper. And that's where Mr. and Mrs. Woolley came from. Can you remember, guys? They came from Ireland. They came over in their camper looking for somewhere to stay over here. And then I made them the house, and then, you know, other things started appearing, like the caravan. So we've got a whole setup. But I do think I need to make a Christmas scene in there. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at his little outfit. He's so cute. I'll get him a chair in a minute so you can all see. He needs something to stand on, doesn't he? So that you can all see. I haven't got anything close by me here. I wonder if one of those would be okay for him to stand on. See, these fit. These come out of the surprise balls. There he is. Look how cute he is. Let's see. So he's got a roller. He's got a little paint roller. And a splodge of paint. A splodge of paint, you're getting it everywhere, hey? There we go, and he can hold that. He can paint. That's quite good, actually, because he's painting. He's painting yellow, and he's just sat in the bleeding paint. with his little thing there. Look at that. Aren't they cute? You take a photo of them. Oh, I can't get them in the shot. No, it's not going to let me focus on them. It's focusing on me. It's so cute, isn't it? Love it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more of that because I need the Christmas village. I feel like I'm going to buy myself a new train. And so I'll free up some space. Because you can get a train like I've got that goes all the way around. So the train that I've got, John bought me, Sheena's husband. Thank you, John. So I'll never get rid of it. But what I could do with that train is make it smaller and make it so it just goes around, and put it up in the bungalow, like around one of the Christmas decorations or something. So I actually do have it up. Well, what else am I taking up there? I'm taking up the carousel. That's going to be going up there. And I might take up the pet hotel because I don't think that'll fit up there. I don't know. I don't really know yet. I'm not quite decided. So that needs some more brain power thinking. Yeah, now I've made a whole decision about Doris. Thank you for that, Tracy and Carl. I'm not going to open the Christmas ones yet till December. I'm just going to leave them there. I think I might have something here to make. I've got things I can be getting on with down here, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to say goodbye. That was a lot of waffling. That was a lot of going on, wasn't it? Sorry about that. I do talk a lot. That is me. Thank you very much for joining me, though. Let me know how you all are. We haven't done a coffee and a chat for ages, so I'd love to actually have a coffee and a chat with you in person. This is the best we can do, so let's just make the most of it. Get on with it. Enjoy whatever it is else you're up to today. Bye guys. See you in the next video.